All right, bet. So today is January 10th. This is actually my second time trying to film this very specific video. I did it earlier, and like I said, I'm learning as I go. And I spent probably a good 3 hours of a back testing session where I went all the way through 2024 with GBP, JPY, my favorite pair. And I spent another 3 hours this morning trying to get all of that footage onto my laptop so I can start editing and doing all these different things. And then as soon as I finally did it, I accidentally deleted the screen recording. And so all of the video, all the footage, everything that I shot went to waste. So this is take two. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep this raw and authentic and showing all the ups and downs of this entire journey. But today I'm going to be going through my entire strategy, my actual methodology of what it looks like for me as the obsessive opportunist to trade. And I want y'all to understand this is so much more than just a strategy, whether it's price action or oscillators, like all whatever it may be, like all these different things. Like this is so much more than just a technical strategy. There's a million and one different ways to trade, and I'm just going to show you my way of trading. However, the thing that separates my strategy from all the others is I'm going to teach you the actual psychological understanding that allows me to be a consistent, profitable, successful trader that allows me to be a part of that 1% of which I'm aiming to show y'all throughout this entire journey. And so the first thing that I have to do is I have to show up. You have to show up and master yourself before you master your pairs. If you do not approach this market, if you have not mastered yourself as a human being first, you have to be at peace with yourself as an individual. Oftentimes you hear a lot of the most successful traders talk about you can't show up in this market and trade consistently without emotion, without reservation, if you are going through something in your life, or if you can't control your anger, if you can't control your own emotions and just how you show up in your own life, whether it's with coworkers, family, people, whomever it may be, if you can't control yourself and regulate yourself and see beyond the veil of whatever's in front of you, you're not going to be able to show up consistently in these markets and in trading. And we see it time and time and time again. And whenever you try to make a trade and it goes against you and you get all these different emotions, you get upset and fearful, whatever it may be, just make sure you show up the right way. And if you're trading, you know exactly what that means. Now, the second thing, you have to build intimacy with your pairs, or you have to go beyond the basics of up and down charts, candles, and wicks. You have to go beyond the veil and really see and break down your pair. Each of these pairs has its own identity. Go into the pair, see its little quirks. It likes to do weird things, specifically, like I'm going to show you here with GJ. GJ really likes to do something weird that a lot of other pairs don't do. And maybe it does this with the other JPY pairs, but I just noticed this because I know my pair in GJ. I'll show you here in a minute, but GJ has this habit where at the end of the week, whether it's Thursday night, Friday morning, early Friday morning, while all the other pairs are slowing down because at the end of the market's about to close, GJ likes to create little setups and do one of two things. Either it'll either create a setup and then jump off and pop off that last what 8 to 10 hours of the trading day on Friday or the trading week on Friday, or it'll create a setup right at the end of the week. And as soon as Sunday hits, Sunday to say midnight Central Time on that Sunday, that's when it's to create that entry. And then it's going to pop off early Monday into early Tuesday. And it likes to create moves like that. And so I'm going to really go in and show y'all this, also with my pair here, with GJ right here, you got to understand, like, go beyond the veil, see these little quirks, see how it likes to move, see how it likes to hit off of the 184 zone here, off of the 183, off of these psychological levels. Like I heard Sean Lee say this once. He said, if I were to ask you right now where price is at on your favorite pair, and if you can't tell me exactly where price is at this moment, you're not going to be a successful trader. He said you have to be very intimate with your pairs and knowing exactly where price is at. So much so you can go to bed and you know this. You're literally going to bed with your pairs. Like you have to be super, super, super intimate and going a lot deeper than just that. Let's see. I'm gonna go in, like I said, I'm just gonna show y'all my strategy. I have a very simple strategy. Fibonacci, counter trend, price is gonna retest off of a level. I'm looking for a break of structure or a reverse in momentum on my Hakinashis. That's really it. Really clean, simple setups. But like I said, I was just saying this. The market literally ended. You could see all these wicks. This is what Friday at 8, 10, 12, right at the end of the week, and it opened up with an engulfing candle. Price is literally about to pop off and jump and go straight up. So more than likely, there's gonna be an early entry right here. Let me see what I can find. 8. Also, for me personally, I don't make trades before midnight on Monday. Or I'm sorry, technically Sunday. Let's see. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Make sure that's 12. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be a new day. New trading day early in the week. There's the engulfing candle. So now I'm just looking for a quick pullback and push up all the way up to this level, this 187 level, give or take, somewhere in there. And I'll break down how I set up my TPs here in a minute. But I want to make sure I get this entry, and I'm really showing y'all what I mean by being intimate with your pairs. Like I said, this is a 185. This is just a psychological level where price is going to want to push back and just gracefully touch this area real quick before jumping back off. Or it's a brand new day. So 5, 6, there's a touch, 7. I just messed up my count. I'm tripping. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see what that is. Is there a flip yet? Not yet. 12, 1, 2. Oh, what's that? Perfect. That's my entry right there. These wicks tell a story. Understand, like I said, you have to break down your pair. These are more than just candles. Look, you can see these are prices literally telling us that it's pushing up and it's wanting to respect this 185 level. It's came down, touched, pushed right back up. Came down, touched again, and it's pushing right back up. That is strong momentum. Like I said, these Hakanashis are the key to it all. I'm telling you, like I watched Swaggy show this one time and talk about Hakanashis, and it changed the game for me. Hawkinashi candles, all they do is just show you momentum and let you know when price is about to reverse. You see all these strong wicks to the downside, especially in comparison to the upside. That means price is losing momentum to the downside, and it's guaranteed to reverse right back up. But I'm gonna get set up. I'm gonna zoom in, put my entry, long position. I like to do 10 pips below stop loss. That's just me. So 27, we go down to 37. Push up to, let's go to the 8-hour. All right, let's see what we're looking at. Okay, so for me, when it comes to setting my TPs, this psychological level of the 1.87500 is the next level to go to. However, if you look across, look the same way we just made this entry, we're gonna do the exact same thing in reverse. This is the 8-hour time frame. And I like to use the 8-hour time frame to get out of the noise, because sometimes price likes to be erratic and likes to hit a lot of different areas. It's a lot better to just step back and see the bigger picture, you know? And so when it comes to setting my entry or my TP, price went up, rejected off of this level, went up, rejected off, went up, right in here. Here's another close, close right here. But there's also a gap right here, a wick right off of this line. So I'm gonna put my TP somewhere between here and right in the middle of that gap. But since my line is here, I'm just gonna put it right there, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, this trade setup is literally nothing special. It's just taking the time to break down price, break down the chart, seeing exactly what it's doing, seeing the levels that it's testing off of, remembering these levels, saying them out loud. We're in the trade. This is what it looks like. So another lesson, break down your risk. See your risk that you're taking. Know what it is. For me, it's 2.5%, but don't even see it as a risk. See it as an expense. Mark Douglas said the moment you switch your mind and your perspective and start seeing your trades as business expenses is the moment that you'll understand that losses are a part of the game. So in the same way that you have to put money into your gas, well, technically go to the gas station, pay for gas, put gas into your car to be able to go to work and make money at your job, to pay that expense. It's the same thing with trading. You have to have these business expenses, and sometimes you have to take losses. It's a part of the game, but those are the expenses in order to have your winners in the long term. So for me, I'm not seeing myself in losing $5,000. I'm seeing myself as, yo, this $5,000 is a potential business expense in order to make $28,000. So when you get in this trade, see what happens. Already a great start. See, we'll go to the 8 hour. Like I said, you want to stay out of the noise. Get off of this. One, two. I don't know what's not showing the what's called for me, but trade hit TP right there. Clean and simple execution. That's all we're looking for every single time. Every time. Every time. Like I said, just to go back over it and show y'all a little bit more, like a little bit further in depth. So price came down here. It was consolidating kind of through this zone, through this zone, through this zone. Finally, it broke out. We see that a lot more clear on the daily. It finally broke out of the zone. It pushed up all the way up to about the 184, retested the 183, pushed up to the 186, which you can see right here over on the right, the 186, came back down, respected the 185. Like I said, notice the small things about your pairs. GJ specifically, it likes to create little setups at the end of the week sometimes. It doesn't do it all the time, but when it does do it, you have to notice little things like that. So take the time to look deeper into your pairs and really see what makes your pair tick, what makes it move. Be intimate with your pairs. And so just over time and studying and training my eyes to see these things, this was just a pattern that I noticed about GJ. And so there's a trade for you right there. Now, also understand this specific trade does not impact my next trade. So just because I'm feeling confident in this trade, yo, that was a great setup, perfect setup. Going into the next trade, I understand that this was a completely unique experience. And in the same way with my next trade, the market can do whatever it wants to do. It can have the exact same setup. News can hit, it can plummet. News can hit, it can shoot up. Price can reverse. There can be no news, and it just simply decides to do that. But this trade psychologically has nothing to do with my next trade. And so I'm going to take the time to reevaluate my trade every single time, reevaluate my pairs every single time, know exactly where price is at, go do the same process over again, go to the daily, go to the weekly, see what that last daily candle looked like, see what the weekly close like, go down to the 8 hour, stay out of the noise, try not to go below the 4 hour and analyze the charts too much unless I'm getting ready to make an entry. Sometimes you really have to be patient and just watch, pay attention, even as you back test, like say the numbers as they go. This is the 8 hour, the price just broke above or reached the 188 psychological level. Maybe it'll potentially retest this level here. We'll see what time it is. It's 8, 9, 10, 12, 1, 2, 3. That could potentially be an entry. No guarantees, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That could realistically be an entry if we wanted it to be. Let's see. Price hasn't flipped. This isn't a trade that I would take personally just because it didn't really break high enough for me. It went up, hit that 188, and like I said, if I zoom out, there are other highs right here at these levels, weekly highs. And so I don't know, I don't have enough information to make a move, so sometimes in the market, here's another tip. Everybody wants to make sniper entries and get that perfect shot, that perfect entry to get that 1 to 12 risk reward. But Nobody wants to do the analysis to get themselves into a position and to sit and wait. The one thing about snipers is they spend a lot of time doing, I forget what the word is, but they do a lot of time researching and preparing and knowing their target, getting themselves in position and sitting there so that they don't get noticed. Sitting there in the rain, the sleet, the mud, whatever it may be, but their emotions don't impact the preparation that they put in to get this shot. They sit and they wait and they wait. They stay out of the noise. And once they're in position, then they take the shot. And so for me, being in position looks like me being on the 8 hour time frame and just sitting back and watching and just paying attention, paying attention, paying attention. You know, there's our pullback. It's 8. Now we have our secondary move, potential push up. This looks like a lot better of a potential trade, maybe. We'll see. 8. Is this Friday? Right, 6, 7, 8. Testing off on that what 8 level still. So here's a strong doji. Price is more than likely gonna reject. That's what I'm thinking. We're gonna just be patient. Yeah. See. Okay. So look, price is consolidating here. Like I said, staying on the 8 hour, understanding what's going on the daily. I try not to trade against the daily candle. I try to always stay in alignment with the previous daily candle. So price is consolidating here. Simple, gonna stay back. Keep our consolidation box slightly above the 188 level, and the bottom of our box is gonna be below here. This is how I personally set up consolidation. So just pay attention, stay slow. Like I said, stay out of the noise, stay out of the noise. Price is pushing down. We were looking for a clear daily close below. So it's prices at the 8. That's 12. That's a new day. 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, 4. New day. All right, breakout. Kind of see a little bit of a trend line going right here, but there's still no guarantee that price is going to continue to respect this level here. All right, 12, new day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 2, 3, 4, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. New daily candle. Resistance, price is pushing back. With a candle like this, I'm still going to be very patient. I'm not looking to get into a trade. Like I said, I try to align myself with the daily. So unless there's something super clear, I'm still going to stay on the 8 hour, still going to stay back. Plus this 8 hour candle just engulfed the last 2. So no guarantees. And that's why. Price is back in the range. Price is out of the range. New day. 4, 8, 12, 16, 8. Let's see. All right. See this. Also see this. See what happens. Midnight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at the daily. Price is still pushing up. There's still nothing strong enough to say that price is wanting to drop. Looks like it's just kind of consolidating underneath. So price went right back. No harm, no foul. Price is still consolidating. We're staying out of the noise. We can, well, maybe price will push up. Let's see. Okay, price just broke up. Okay, for me, since price already hit the 190 area, I'm not really going to look for a secondary trade. Probably not. If I do make another trade here, It's just gonna be right back to that same to the high. I don't trade through my key levels through my 190. That's something else that I've learned from trading with GJ and my pairs. It's almost like price resets when it gets to these major levels, like your 180, your 190, your 120, your 1.2, your 1.3s, like whatever it may be. Like it's all different for everybody's pairs, but this is just something that I've noticed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just looked over prices testing off of the 189 level. So that's something to pay attention to. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably it. If I wanted it to be, that could be an entry, but no. 7, 8, 9, 10. Go back to the 2, 11, 12. I don't like how I can't see my what's it called too. Bro, I knew I wasn't tripping. Okay, so today's the 11th. I'm going back editing through everything. And so if you pay attention to the 2 hour candles right here, and here in a couple of seconds around the 22.5 second mark, you'll see the 2 hour candles change and flip. So I just wanted to come back and let y'all know this is a great trade setup for a consolidation breakout. I just didn't take it because FX replay just got out of maintenance and wasn't fully processing the right way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an entry. Bet. Okay, so this is gonna be our yeah. So this is gonna be a consolidation breakout. This is actually a really nice one. And my goal is to give y'all 3 examples of just good solid trades. This is gonna be this is a gross trade. It's really gross trade. Oh, 66, 76. So this is an example of another great trade setup. Only thing is for me, like I said, I don't take trades. I don't have my TPs ever go above my 190 key level. Never. But this is an example of a consolidation breakout. Price consolidated all through here. It faked out through there. Price is pushing back up on the daily. What strong push up. Price is just pushing back to retest. Nothing to say that it's wanting to reverse off of that level. That's just a really great entry, but I can't, per my rules, I can't take this trade. But this is a great example of what a trade would look like. So unless there's like a retest with a smaller wick, I'm not gonna be able to get into this trade. But that's 10. Oh, that's about to be 10. 9, 10. If I had actually been a little bit faster, if I had saw it down here, I could have gotten in here, but I guess I just got in a little late. Or maybe I clicked the button on accident. But here's what the trade would have could have looked like. Let's see. 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. End of the week, prices nicely in profit. Like I said, if I was able to get into that trade, I think I just clicked the button too soon. But reversal, get out of the trade there. 8 hour reversal. Price gets engulfed. 1, 2, 3 candles easily. Take profit there. Okay, so I was going over the footage and I realized I didn't do the thing that I was wanting to do. I was wanting to show y'all 3 trades: a continuation trade, a consolidation trade, and a break of structure trade. And I decided that in the first video, I talked about my journey and I talked about that first prop firm challenge that I took in August when God was like, this is what we're going to do. And this was a trade that let me know that God was with me. And so I have the screenshots and I'll put it up there so that y'all can see them. But this was the reversal trade that I took that was to this day the biggest trade I've ever taken. But as you can see, price sometime in late or in July, price reversed and had this crazy, crazy, crazy collapse. And you can see here's the last low. And so into the new day, price gapped down and created a new low. And so price just broke structure. And so now I went down to the 8 hour. Well, at the time I wasn't trading with the 8 hour, but I went down to the 4 hour time frame. And I placed this consolidation line from not consolidation, this counter trend line from here to here. And I also place a Fibonacci from this point all the way down to this low right here. And then I just waited. Now, when you look back, you can kind of see price is rejecting anywhere from the bottom of this 200 key level all the way to right in here. Like I said, you can see the wicks hitting off of here, here, here. If you go across this line, you can see where all the bodies close and where all the candles touch. So that's another thing I like to look for. I like to look for where, if there's any specific area where the bodies and the wicks of multiple candles are hitting off of, and they're all generally hitting off of this same area. And you can also see price went up and respected the same area too. So my TP is going to be anywhere from this 38.2 fib level to the bottom, or yeah, to the bottom of my 200 psychological level. So I just waited, sat back. 2, 3, 4. What time is this? This is a new day. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. That might be it. Okay, let's see. I remember scaling down, and like I said, you can see my moving trend line. Like I said, this isn't EMA, but I treat it as a moving trend line. Price is starting to test off of that level. Stay on the 4-hour. 4. Okay, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Bet. This was the entry that I ended up making. This is a double top. I'm not double top, tweezer top. Sorry. All the same. It's tweezer top, scaled in 70, about 80 pips. And my TP was right at 194. But this was a trade that I took, and this is what ended up happening. I believe I got in at 2%, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2%, or I believe it was a 2% trade. It was 2% or 2.5, but for the sake of this, I'll just put it at 2%. 2% understood my risk. I don't need it. 2%, and then price just immediately collapsed. This was one of the best trades I've ever taken. Yeah, but I didn't set it up completely perfectly how I did it the first time. But you'll see on the screenshot, I had a 1 to 7.41 risk to reward on this trade with the insane TP. I also took profit, but yeah, here's another example of a reversal trade. Like I said just a minute ago, price broke this low here, reversed right back up to that same area I was telling y'all about just a minute ago, touched right off of it, and immediately collapsed down, caught over 400 pips. Just to reemphasize that, I'm going to put a screenshot of it. Make sure you master yourself. Make sure you check yourself before you go into the markets. Like I said, check your emotions, be able to manage yourself, even in just how you carry yourself in the world. Trading is a skill that will change your life. It'll change how you operate in this world and who you are as a person. So, number one, check that before you enter the market. The second thing, build intimacy with your pairs. Go beyond the veil of just seeing the regular chart, seeing these candles go up and down, and seeing the wicks and seeing your strategies and applying all these different things. Go deep, give your pair's personality, or just watch the pair, discover it. Open up your eyes to see your pair in a different way. Like I said, just trading GJ alone, I was able to notice how it likes to do that at the end of the week, how it likes to make those little pushes or make those little pullbacks or those last second push ups, whatever it may be. Notice your pair, give it life, see how it likes to respect certain levels and call out those levels, memorize the levels. Even so much so when you're not even on the chart, you know exactly where price is at. Like Sean Lee talked about, go to bed with price, go to bed with your pairs and know them intimately inside of your mind. Build that intimacy, and that's what will help you to develop your intuition. Like I said, remember the sake of the sniper. Don't get caught up in just getting eager and greedy about getting the perfect shot. Fall in love with the full process, from doing your research, knowing your pair, falling in love with your pair, getting in position, getting content with staying out of the noise and staying out of the rain and the mud and the sleet and just resting in it. being content with your emotions and just watching price do what it needs to do. And the moment that it gives you all of your confluences, the moment that you start to see it produce its quirks or whatever it may be, then you act, then you take that shot, and then you see the best possible opportunity for you to have the highest probability of succeeding. And then also understand each trade is a unique shot. Each trade is a unique trade. It's not the same as the last one. Just because you're on a 5 trade winning streak or a 3 trade winning streak does not mean you're invincible. If you're on a 3 trade losing streak, that also means you have a higher probability of your next trade being a winner. Treat every trade as a unique, different experience and just be present in that. And the last thing, based off of these little things, as you go deeper into your pair and you start to develop your intuition and you start to be intimate with your pair and really break it down and you see how it makes these little habits and you're able to identify them, then take your strategy and hone it to align with these habits. Don't show up to the market with your own strategy and your own perspective and try to force your will upon your pair. Learn your pair, be intimate with your pair, learn what it likes to do, learn how it likes to move, and then take your strategy and adjust it to your pair. If you're able to do these things, I guarantee you'll be an obsessive opportunist and your trading will go to the next level. You'll see your win rate skyrocket. You'll see price start to respect you. You'll be able to step back and not get caught up in all the noise and have these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trade losing streaks. You'll be able to recognize and eliminate your losing streaks and eliminate your losers so that you can have more winners. And this is what trading is about. So like I said, master yourself before you enter the market, build intimacy with your pairs. That's number 2. And hone your strategy to align with the habits of which you see your pair revealed to you. Okay. And yeah, I think that's it. This video number 2, keep showing love. Like I said, I'm grateful. I'm going to continue to reveal my journey to y'all. Y'all are going to see me grow in this journey and improve and get better. I don't know how it's going to look at the very end. I do know how it's going to look at the very end, but I don't know how it's going to look throughout the journey. All I know is I'm going to be consistent. I know that I'm going to show up, and I know that I'm going to be very intimate with this process. It's literally 12:30 at night right now, and I'm up geeking, enjoying myself, because I'm genuinely passionate about this. I'm passionate about my parents. I'm passionate about all that I do, and I love what I do. So if you can take the same mentality when you adopt this mentality and you apply it to your trades, you may not have the same strategy, like technical analysis as me, but these same principles that I'm talking about, you can adopt. And this will be the difference between the people who are consistently losing and the people who are consistently winning. You'll think differently. Your methodology will be different. And when you adopt this methodology, I guarantee that you will start to win on a different scale. But yeah, much love. And I'll see y'all soon.